Hi, my name is Karin. Welcome to your Good Morning Contemporary Pilates and Slings exercise sequence that is opening and expanding, lifting the energy, lifting the body, and of course grounding down so you are flexibly grounded to catch all the amazing things that are coming towards you today. So feet hip distance apart, pelvis balanced, spine elongated to start. We start by opening up the senses. So you can watch, but you don't have to. If your movement looks different to mine, that is absolutely fine. So start by making a fist with your right hand, really strong fist, and then roll the fist in. So feel a bit of stretch on the outside of your forearm, bend your elbow, and start to lift your elbow up towards the ceiling. The higher your elbow is lifting up, the more you feel that the upper body wants to bend to the side. So let it. Big side bend to the left. Right elbow is lifting up towards the ceiling. Press your right foot down and keep lifting from your elbow. And then extend your elbow. Open through the fist. Spread your fingers, reach, and then lower your arms. Center the body. So really nice and long sense, hopefully in your arm and side of the body. The same left. Make a fist. Roll the fist in. Flex your elbow. So using all the flexors here, contracting. Elbow lifted up towards the ceiling. Let the spine bend to the side. Keep your left foot grounded while reaching up with your left elbow. And then extend your left elbow. Reach up really high. Long wrist, spread the fingers, and then relax your arms, center your upper body. So with that nice sense of openness to the side of the body, opening the back of the body with roll down, feet grounded, the whole body is elongated. With your next exhalation, engage your center. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. The breath is flowing. Deep back extensors slightly engaged. With your next exhalation, whenever that is, initiate roll down with a small nodding movement. Let the breath flow and start to roll down until you feel a stretch between the shoulder blades. Pause in that position. See if you can relax your neck completely. If you start to feel a bit of tension in the back of your neck or too much stretch, just bend the knee slightly. It doesn't matter how much or how little the knees are bent. The pelvis is lifted, pelvic floor, abdominals fully engaged. Deep inhalation into the back of the rib cage. And then with your next exhalation, once again, whenever that is, you start rolling down further until you feel a stretch in the mid and the lower back. Pause there. Inhale into that part of your back, opening up. And then your next exhalation brings you further down until your fingertips are above the floor. Pause at that point. So the stretch should have moved down lower to the lower back, even the back of the pelvis. The back of the legs, the muscles on the back of the legs are engaged. So there should be a sense of strength in the back of the legs, a sense of groundedness through the feet, and a really lovely opening through the lower back and the back of the pelvis. Now your next exhalation initiates the rolling up movement. So start to lift the pelvis and allow the spine to follow. Let the breath flow as you're rolling up. Minimal effort. Deep spine extensors, elongate the spine until you're in an upright position with your head balanced on top of the spine. Inhale into the side of the rib cage. With your exhalation, bring awareness to your pelvic floor and abdominals, engage them. Lengthen from the crown of the head, and then exhale, initiating the roll down with a nodding movement. This time we'll be rolling down with a flowing movement and flowing breath. Opening one segment of the spine at a time, all the while strengthening pelvic floor and abdominals, as well as the back of the legs. So at the lowest point, worthwhile to take a pause, bringing the awareness to the lower back, breathing into the lower back while abdominals stay fully engaged, and then start to roll up again. Moving with minimal effort
arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed, the head stays relaxed until it's lifting at the end of the movement, balancing on top of the spine. Now the front of the body opens up, supported by the strength of the back extensors and the hip extensors. Take your arms overhead in a big arm circle. Lower them to shoulder height. Inhale into side bend. Let the breath flow. Right foot down into the floor. Pressing down. Right ear up towards the ceiling. The next time you exhale, soften your right rib cage. Let it melt across to the left hip bone. And then here's an option, if you like. Exhalation, arm float left. Lifting the arm. Inhalation, lowering down. So this is an option. You don't have to lift your arm. It's adding a little bit of load and then decreasing. So you can just stay in the side bend position and lengthen and strengthen your oblique abdominals, breathing muscles, side of the hip abductors beautifully. Otherwise, one more arm float. And then awareness to your top arm. Let it swing like a pendulum from side to side. So a bit of rhythm, a little bit of a dynamic movement. It's morning after all, one more time. And now let your arm take your body to the other side bend to the right. If you like, here's an option, bend the right knee. We're doing a roll down, twisted roll down if you like. So big spiraling movement with the left arm. The sternum is rotating down, that's your breastbone. And then roll down. Twisted or centered, whatever suits your body best. When you're at the lowest point, bend the left knee, center your upper body. If you have been twisted, fold forwards, relax your pelvic floor, your abdominals, extend the legs to whatever degree suits you, and then engage pelvic floor and abdominals again, drawing up from the pubic bone, letting the sit bones connect with the heels so that downward current from the back of the sit bones and then pubic bone up brings you into an upright standing position. Circle your arms overhead, lower them to shoulder height, side bend to the right. So left side lengthens and strengthens, let the breath flow. Press your left foot into the floor, left ear up to the ceiling. Next time you exhale, let your left side of the ribcage melt across to the right. So you're lengthening the left side of your lower back. Option, arm float with the exhalation, inhalation, lowering the arm down. So in terms of the breath, your exhalation is increasing the strength in your pelvic floor and abdominals. Inhalation is guided into the left lung, opening and expanding the left side of the rib cage. Keep your right arm low, and then swing your left arm, pendulum swing. So a very generous rhythmical movement. One more time. And now let your arm take your upper body to the other side bend to the left. Bend the left knee. Here's your twisted roll down option again. Big spiraling down movement, shoulders relaxed, arms relaxed. Center the body whenever you like. Otherwise, roll down, twisted, deep stretch in the lower back. At the lowest point, bend the right knee, center your upper body, fold over the legs, extend the legs to your maximum, and then walk your hands away from the feet into an inverted V. You choose the distance between hands and feet. Choose a distance that allows you to lengthen the spine and lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Now you're pressing your hands away from the feet without moving them, really engaging triceps, the back of the shoulders. And then if you like, you can turn your shoulders inwards a little bit. So tiny little spiraling inwards. So the fingertips are pointing forwards at an angle. And then it's like a push-up movement in inverted V that is strengthening the back of the arms and the back of the shoulders. It's also stretching the movement itself. It's also stretching the back of the legs. And as an added bonus, there's some nice energy and blood flow to the heart and the brain, which is a really good thing in the morning. So next time you have your arms extended, you can keep them extended. Balance your shoulders so the fingertips are pointing forwards again. Press your hands away from the feet, and then big rolling movement. Curl your tailbone under. It's called big wave. So in a wave-like motion, you are rolling forwards into the front support position, and from here transition down into a sitting position, knees to the floor, top of the feet relax, sit back into reverse rest, and then roll the spine up into an upright sitting position on the heels. Take a seat on one side of the legs, take one leg to the front into tailor sit. You can sit higher, of course, on a pillow or a few towels or a little stool, whatever suits your body. So with the pelvis centered and the spine elongated, take your arms overhead, spiraling twist. Inhalation, spiral to one side, lower your arms to shoulder height. Exhalation, center. Inhalation to the other side. And exhalation, center. So with the inhalation, you are bringing some extra length into the spine while rotating, strengthening or focusing on strengthening deep spinal muscles. And then, of course, the oblique abdominals are also contributing, especially when you center the body. So one more time to the left. And now I'm layering in an exercise, spiraling twist first, let the breath flow. Place your right hand on the floor, take your left arm overhead, lift through the sternum. You can bend the right elbow, right shoulder is down, and then center the body and take your arms overhead. Spiraling twist first, left hand to the floor, twisted extension, so a long arc, and then back up. Arms overhead, center. Inhalation, spiraling twist. Exhalation, hands to the floor. You inhale into the twisted extension, and then exhale back to the center. Inhalation, spiraling twist, long and slow. Exhale, hand to the floor. Twisted extension, inhale, and then exhale back to the center. Lower your arms. Take your hands to the front, place your hands on the mat in front of your legs. Roll over the knees. Adjust your kneeling position to 4-point kneeling. And then lift your feet off the floor, curl your toes under. Extend the legs, inverted V. Lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. You can either walk your feet forwards towards the hands, or you can do a few rhythmical knee bends. And once you feel buoyant, float forwards, feet between the hands. Unfold, so you can extend the legs, and because it's so much fun, we do it again. So walk or jump back, front support, inverted V. And once again, either walking or dynamic little knee bends or big knee bends, and then you're floating forwards, folding in and unfolding the body, rolling up, connecting pelvic floor, abdominals, the back of the body, until you're in elongated upright position. Take your arms up towards the ceiling, staying centered, and then energy swing. You're swinging back to a centered position, energy swing, centered position. If you like, see how you go. You can extend the whole front of the body and then energy swing back. Here's the energy lift and swing. Energy lift and swing, so dynamic, rhythmical exercise that is lifting the energy, and so you have the most amazing day.